Here's the intro. Ape Escape Pumped Primed was a game released on the PS2 and is a spin-off of the Ape Escape series, as you can imagine. And no, what you're looking at is not a misprint or someone just having fun with paint. This game is actually T-rated. Is it because of that? That'd be stupid. Despite the rating and what the cover art might have you believe, this game is actually a party game. So we are allowed to have a Ape Escape party game with a T rating, but a Sonic game going slightly edgier than E10 is just out of the question. I wish I understood the logic, the stupidity of people. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's get to the review. Game looks okay. Into the review. They made it look really fun, but let's see what the actual game is like. Which, I mean, that was the actual game, but you know what I'm saying. Well, there's an opening cutscene, but I'll let you watch that on your own time. I'll just go ahead and say that the voice acting is passable, I guess.
Oh, wow, this is great!
I won't go into too much detail, but there's actually quite a bit of options here. I just wanted to point that out. Well, if you're familiar with the Tom and Jerry fighting games like War of the Whiskers or Fists of Furry, then you should be familiar with this. The only differences are you get to choose what kind of weapon you use, and, well, the controls are a lot more Ape Escape-ish if you're familiar with that, but otherwise it's very similar. Out of all the mini-games in this game, this is definitely one of the better ones. This one has you collecting a bunch of coins, or whatever those are supposed to be, and whoever has the most by the end is the winner, obviously. To make this short, this is basically a party game version of the second race in the original Ape Escape, with additional features such as collectibles and combat. So if you hate underwater controls in most video games, well, this isn't going to change your mind. Yeah, this is one of my least favorite mini-games. The controls are, well, you know, probably what you'd expect, if not worse. Not really much to say about this one, it's just a mix between the regular combat minigame and the collecting coin minigame. So, you know, that's cool. Now the Slingshot, or just projectile weapon minigame, sounds cool, but the controls, they could be better, but they're not the worst thing. You know, there's a couple of things I'm noticing about these minigames, and both of them have to do with the fact that this is an Ape Escape game. For one thing, a lot of the minigames center around the different gadgets you use in the other Ape Escape games, and the other thing is, well, like I keep saying, the controls. Which, I mean, duh, this is an Ape Escape game, so you're gonna expect that, but it doesn't feel as accessible to everybody. Like, it kind of feels like only Ape Escape fans could enjoy this, and even then that's a bit of a stretch there. When it comes to multiplayer focused games, especially party ones, they need to be a little more accessible to as many people as they can. I understand that there are those games out there where the controls are purposely convoluted, but that's the fun of those, watching hilariously as people try to control those. This one, it doesn't feel like that's where the fun is supposed to come in at. I know this wouldn't have made it stand out as much if they had stuck with more traditional controls, but I feel like it would have been a little better off doing that. But at least this game does have something for people who play by themselves. This is in the form of story mode, which is basically a glorified tournament mode with cutscenes and bosses. There is a little more to talk about, but I just wanted to cover mostly the basic stuff. And overall, I would say this game is not for everybody, but if you can handle the controls, you might get something out of this. Hope you enjoyed this video, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is kind of a PS2 marathon for me, but I'm not going to call it that. If you want to see part 1 of it, I say that in quotes, then you look at Ant's Extreme Racing. But anyway, Like this video if you like it, subscribe if you want to see more of these, and thanks for watching.